Hi, I'm Kassia with Intuitive Insights. On this channel, we discuss everything to do with the Ascension process. Today, I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading for the sign of Sagittarius. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Sagittarius. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. Don't stretch it to fit. Definitely check out your other astrological placements. If you don't know what those are, go to a website such as astro.com. and put in your information. They'll draw up a chart for you and you can find out. It always helps to understand the self better when we can understand more of our personal astrology. We are doing a contest this month. The video with the most likes, shares, and comments is going to get an additional reading for the month of June from both myself and Kayla. So share this with all your fellow Sagittarians and you guys can get a bonus reading this month. We apologize, this video is a little bit late in the month getting out. It's been a crazy, beautiful, and hectic month. So many changes in the air, right? So much happening. This is Sagittarius Twin Flame, June 2020. I definitely advise you guys to watch the solar eclipse video that we just put out, as well as the video before as well for the previous eclipse. Okay, this is interesting. Right off the bat here, guys. We've got the Two of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups. And we've got the Six of Cups. Right? With the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Oh, shit. And the Lovers. Okay? So, I feel like somebody really set their intentions here. They set some intentions. There's a lot of, you guys are big travelers, right? We've got the globe here. I'm being drawn to the globe. So there may have been intentions that involved travel of some kind. I'm being drawn, there's a globe and there's a little car down here. So really thinking about that, really dreaming about where you want to go and what you want to do. And I'm feeling as though if this is in regards to a counterpart, there may be some travel involved to get to them, but I'm definitely feeling that energy coming in strongly because we have the Page of Cups and he's just sending out this energy from his heart chakra, right? So we got two cards that really indicate that manifestation energy, and then it's like he's just kind of taking off. It's like I'm feeling that some of you were visiting your counterpart in astrally. You're visiting each other, you're together in the 5D, you're visiting each other in your dreams. Some of you may have been getting messages from your counterpart in your dreams, and they're really wanting to reach out. They're really wanting to offer, they're really wanting to reconcile and offer you their love. We have the Six of Cups, which is past love, life, soulmates, past love. So for a lot of you, this is possibly somebody from the past in this lifetime, since I had that Freudian slip there. So past life, past soulmates, you're thinking about the past. You're really wanting to reach out and resolve and sort of rekindle something from the past, to manifest something from the past. We have the Knight of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups and then the Knight of Cups. So the Page of Cups is just kind of passively sitting back, trying to communicate in the astral realm, right? Really thinking about what it is that they want. For some of you, like they really want a family with you. Or maybe they had have a family with you and they're wanting to get back to that. Or for some of you, I feel like they're just really wanting to create a family with you. And so they're coming with this apology. This energy with this apology is moving in. They've gone from just reminiscing and sort of the non-physical communication to something more solid, really wanting to step forward and offer something, and they're wanting this divine union. The Lovers is the divine union. It's also Gemini energy, and the Cups energy is water energy, right? So we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But yeah, they're really wanting to offer this, to offer offer their love, to really come into union. And I'm noticing and feeling the Merkaba here very strongly between their foreheads. So definitely the psychic, the telepathic communication, all of that going on between you guys right now. And I'm also really drawn in this picture to his tattoos. So this guy's all tatted up. So for some of you that may resonate, or that may have been something important that you needed to hear. And he's got like a heart tattoo on his arm. That's pretty cute. Yeah, all kinds of interesting tattoos, but yeah, maybe a tattooed gentleman, or I mean, the genders, the energies are reversible, so it can go either way. A tattooed lady, something like that, right? And then interesting that this fell out, the Nine of Wands. So I'm feeling as though. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands. So a little bit of a standoffish energy, a little bit of a standoffish energy here, perhaps when this Knight of Cups comes in, simply because of past disappointment that's still in the process of healing. But we also have the Ten of Cups here, which is complete emotional bliss and fulfillment. We can definitely see the happy family there in this card. So that energy is coming through. This is perhaps what the other person wanted and felt that they didn't receive. But it's like their cups are doubling. So we go from the 5 to the 10. So there's definitely momentous energy in the air. Like their fortune is going to double, but it's going to require coming a little bit out of this standoffish energy and this energy of disappointment and sort of crying over spilt milk, and being able to move forward with, we have the Hanged Man, which in this I'm feeling a change of perspective. To really move forward and have a change of perspective. That's going to be required. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is a woman in this deck. And she's a woman who's like, she's playing music. She's very creative. So I'm feeling that kind of energy. Coming in as well. Like she's just really and it's interesting because the Knight of Cups has the horse in the background here, and then she has a horse in the background. Maybe all the knights do in this deck. I don't know. But this is the first time I'm really noticing it in these. So it's interesting. We have the duality, the white horse and the dark horse. But yeah, she's just fired up and ready to go, just really enjoying her life, just in this space. So she's maybe this energy, but the change of perspective will put her into this energy, or she may just be in this energy right now in general, but there is this energy towards the page of the Knight of Cups still that needs to be worked through. But I see that it can very easily be worked through with this change in perspective and something with the creativity and the music. I don't know what that's going to mean for someone, but I'm feeling that as well. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is, so we have more Wands energy, so fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo. So your energy, Leo energy, Aries energy, right? And the Queen of Swords, which is air energy, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But the Queen of Swords is somebody who's, once again, can be in this energy sometimes. She's very protective of herself. She's very protective of the ones she loves. She's very protective of her emotions. She's ruled by logic. Can be very cutting with her words. So I'm feeling from this energy like a very fiery, passionate woman. A very fiery, creative, passionate woman. Yeah. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is breakthroughs, right? So this change of perspective, this breakthrough. So coming out of this standoffish, sort of kind of like disappointed kind of energy into this energy of just abundance and just some sort of shift in perspective that's going to allow that to happen. And it may just be as simple as this apology of this coming forward from this Knight of Cups that allows that shift in perspective. Maybe this is something that she's been waiting patiently for. Yeah. So, let's see here. Do we want to... Let's get more information on this Ten of Cups. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. So we have family, compromise, and free will. And so, yeah, there's definitely that family energy that's been coming up a lot. And so she may have to compromise somewhere around family. Maybe she has in the past. Or maybe this energy, somebody's had to compromise around this family energy in the past. And then interestingly, we have Fifth Dimension on the bottom of the deck. And understanding. And offer. Just throwing that all out there. And vibrations. All right. But, all right. Yeah, so this Ten of Cups definitely involves family. It involves sort of like places where she felt as though she needed to compromise too much. Or of her own, I'm saying her, I don't know why. It could be either way. It's where someone where she had to compromise too much, or she it goes from 4 people to 2 people to 1 person. So I feel as though somebody felt like there was too much that needed to be compromised around family situation. And so they took their own free will back and sort of went their own way for a little while. But this family energy can be healed. But it will require some compromise, but not compromise. Like, somebody had to learn how to compromise without compromising themselves, basically. Like, there is a way to do that. Somebody thought that maybe if they compromised anything, they would be compromising everything, and so they didn't want to, but they're finding that there's more of a gray area. That could be part of what this change in perspective and this realization and this understanding was all about. And that there is a way for everyone to get what they want and for things to work out and for nobody to have to sacrifice too much of who or what they are in order to have that. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling from that. Interesting. Okay. And I was pulled to the Secret Language of Light deck while I was reading those. So I want to pull some of those cards for you guys as well. And for this, let's do a card for the feminine first. For the feminine energy. Let's give me a card for the feminine energy. Feminine energies, Spirit. Let's give me a card for the feminine energies. So we have color, number 40. Soul mating. And joy. And so I want to read what it says for color. I immediately thought of the colors of the chakras when I read that. But I want to see what this has to say here. And I'll hold that up for you guys. Your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Color breaks up old black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of life and love. The colors of the rainbow are variations of white light reflecting the diverse experiences of life, and they are all valid. Each color of the spectrum has its own energetic vibration that stimulates certain responses in healing. Different colors by stimulating the different chakras, right? Different colors mirror your current physical, emotional, and spiritual state. Your soul uses this mirror to communicate your need to heal or to embrace balance. Get to know what colors you are attracted to and the ones that repel you. You are love and you are loved, no matter how colorful your or another's life is. To activate different color qualities in your life, imagine breathing a color for at least 1 minute. Red for action, orange for creation, yellow for confidence, green for healing, blue for self-expression, purple for intuition, pink for love, white for hope, and black for regeneration. Celebrate your diversity, uniqueness, and beauty. Encourage others to do the same. And then you can also enhance, it's talking about, just utilizing color in all the different ways. Charging your water with different colors. You can, wearing different colors. Just really playing with it. Surrounding yourselves. They make these actual chakra glasses, which are pretty cool. And you can get those so that everything has the tint of a different color when you look at it. So that can really help clear and balance your different chakras and the different energies that are associated with each of your chakras. So I would recommend for some feminines looking into the chakra system. You can start with the basic 12 chakra or 7 chakra system. Kayla talks about the 12 chakra system all the time. We're going to get more into that. This new chakra system that we're developing as we're adapting as we move into this 5D earth, right? And our bodies, we're bringing our physical bodies with us, but they have to change. And so our energetic system is changing to match our physical system. They're one and the same, right? And so we have more chakras, more physical chakras that are going to be activated. But just starting with looking into that 7 chakra system. And any part, if you notice that you have pain in any different part of your body, start to understand what the different chakras correlate to. And that can help you understand what needs to be balanced. Like if you're feeling a certain emotion come up a lot, like fear, that can be connected with the root chakra, right? So maybe the root chakra needs balancing. If you're feeling stagnant and stuck, that could be a 2nd or a 3rd chakra issue because, those relate to creativity and they relate to our willpower and our confidence. And so just really looking into that a little bit and different ways to balance it. There are all different ways to balance the chakras. We can even do it with crystals that represent the colors of those chakras, with foods that represent the colors of their chakras, music, different tones and frequencies. There's so many different ways to do it. So just really looking into that and wanting to really balance out your chakra system and just noticing if there's a color you've been drawn to, looking up what chakra that corresponds to could be fun. And then we have soulmating. So this is just having different relationships and the things that we learn and how we grow from those different relationships. So I feel like the feminine has really been encountering relationships that have challenged her and caused her to grow. And this may not just be the relationship with her masculine. This may be relationships with others as well. And sort of different people coming in for a season or a reason and just really getting more in touch with the flow of that and the lessons that people are taught to teach her and the ways that she's connecting with herself on a deeper level by connecting with others on a deeper level and how that's helping to heal. We have 2 heart cards here, right? So how that's helping to heal her heart chakra, her 2nd chakra for some of you as well. And really just the root chakra, all of these energies. So it ties back into the chakras again, right? They're being healed through these connections that you're having with other people. These romantic connections, these platonic connections, all of these different connections that are coming in and teaching the feminine different things. And then we have joy and really reconnecting to your joy, reconnecting to your bliss. And just really centering into that, that will help you connect into that heart energy as well, is just really finding the joy. The feminine has been working really hard at finding the joy in life, getting back to her joy, getting back to her passion, the things that make her feel good, the things that feed her soul, and just really kind of, just healing and stepping into that place of being careless, joyous, and free. And sometimes it takes some work to get there, especially when we've been hurt or when we've been disappointed. it can take a little bit of work. There's a lot of heavy energy. We're purging a lot of energies in the world right now, in the collective as well as individually. So it's constantly wanting to bring it back to that joy. I also want to mention, if you're looking to balance your chakras, you're looking into stuff like that, tapping back into your joy, energy healing can really help with that. I do a type of healing called Belvaspata, which translates to angelic healing of the heart. And it can really help to open up that heart center and to open up and align all of those chakras, the 7 chakras, the 12 chakras, the beyond that even. You just absolutely everything. Kayla does a method of healing called divine healing. That can be really helpful too. Just reaching out if you want that service, because I feel like that would be especially helpful for you guys right now and helping you connect back to your joy. And this says, if a thought does not give you joy, then search for one that does. Thank that thought for showing you where you don't feel joyful, and then reach for a pleasing thought. You can empower yourself by choosing joyful thoughts. You will disempower yourself by choosing sad thoughts. What will you choose today? We're always asking that, right? Like, what are you choosing? Because everything is a choice, whether we realize it or not. So it's like we have those two, I talk about this analogy all the time, right? We have those 2 wolves within us. We have the wolf that is grief and anger and sadness and all of that. And then we have the wolf that is light and love and peace. And so which one is stronger? The one that we feed. How do we feed that wolf? With our thoughts, with our actions, but also, and our choices, but most importantly with our thoughts and with our emotions. So really coming into balance around that and consciously choosing the thoughts that you're thinking. I mean, the brain goes a million miles a minute. We can't always be choosing every single thought that we think, right? Like, we're going to get stuck in those loops, but this card is saying, like, notice when you're doing that and then refocus your attention. Notice if we're having an emotion, that emotion 9 times out of 10 is related to a thought. So if we can figure out what it is that we're thinking that's causing that emotion, we can begin to shift that emotion, which then shifts our vibration, which then gets us back into this place of joy and back into this open-hearted energy, which is our gateway to the 5th dimension. Yeah. Yeah, so this is all about cultivating joy, just really working on cultivating joy. And going to the things that bring you joy, whether it's a picture that really expands and opens your heart when you look at it, whether it's a song that makes you joyful, a movie, just whatever it takes to get you back into that joyful place. Sometimes we need a little assistance like that. All right, and then let's look at the masculine. Energy for the masculine. So we have soul writing and nourish. And then we have enlightenment on the bottom of the deck. So you guys are really being called to figure out what is the story that you're wanting to write. What is the story that your soul is trying to write? And to really begin writing that story for yourselves. And I think quite a few of you are or have been. I also feel for some of you there are creative pursuits. For some of you this may be writing. It may be other spiritual pursuits. Whatever it is that you're pursuing right now that's helping to nourish you and bring you into this deeper into this state of enlightenment. So just really going with that. I feel like you guys are on a journey, a serious journey of achieving enlightenment right now. And so, like, you always get to choose. It's kind of like comes back to the joy card, right? Like, you always get to choose the story that your soul is writing. And so choose that story with care and really nourish and care for yourselves. Really nourish and care for yourselves during this process. That's going to be important. We're going to look here. Yeah. So this is about shifting perception too. Shifting perception and realizing that our version of the story isn't the only version of the story that there is, and being willing to see from others' perspectives as well as our own. and looking at everything from a higher perspective. Realizing that there are always higher lessons that our soul is looking to learn. That's part of this enlightenment, right? Is realizing, seeing the gift in everything, seeing the lesson in everything, seeing everything, taking ourselves out of our emotions and out of our heads and out of our own preconceived beliefs, and sort of looking at things from that bird's eye view. And then we can see a lot more of how a grander plan is always unfolding. And just really understanding this when it comes to our relationships with people as well. As the fact that everyone, our souls coordinated a story before we even incarnated here. There were certain lessons that we agreed to come together with people to learn. There were certain ways, karma that we needed to even out. Certain ways that we wanted to help each other grow and evolve. And every single person you meet and the story that you write with them was written with the sole intent and purpose of helping us to evolve. So really beginning to be able to see and understand that as well is going to be important. And yeah, automatic writing. That's always makes me think of that too. And let's see if they have a good description of what automatic writing is. Basically, you just keep writing until you're no longer consciously writing and the words are just flowing out of you. So you just constantly keep that flow going of words until it becomes less conscious and more subconscious and superconscious. And we have light beings on the bottom of the deck. So I feel as though if some of you do this automatic writing, you're going to be able to connect with light beings. Whether these are your angels, your guides, other, star seeds, extraterrestrials from your home planets. For some of you who are star seeds, there are going to be beings of light that you'll be able to connect with through this automatic writing process. Yeah. And let's see what Nourish has to say. Anything else? This image consists of your soul star, Gaia, the soul of Earth, and the divine cleansing that is expanding the love of all. Honor your temple, your body, for it is the physical manifestation of your soul. In doing so, you honor Earth, for she is the physical manifestation of Gaia. Don't judge your environment or your body. Just be discerning about what you focus on and digest what feels helpful. Yes, so what do we digest? What are we putting into our bodies? So physically putting into our bodies, what are we putting into our minds through what we're consuming, what we're reading, what we're listening to, what we're engaging in? All of that stuff is coming through for your guys. Like, what is it that you're consuming? And how is that helping or hindering your vibration? And just connecting, nourishing yourself by connecting with the earth as well. And really coming to understand that interconnectedness. We talk about this with the Ascension all the time, like, we are one with Gaia, with the earth, right? So because she is ascending, we are ascending. What happens to her happens to us. I mean, the earth has her own chakra system. The earth is a living organism and we are part of that. And so the more into flow and into step we get with her and with that, the more connected we get and the easier and facilitated this ascension process is, basically. Yeah. And then I want to read this one for you guys too. Inward Revolution, 42. That's a cool card. Hold that back up for you guys. You are always moving forward even when you feel like you are going backward. Your path may seem to go up and down or inward and outward. The spiral is a symbol of your soul journey. It represents the cyclical adventure into your heart center. You will continually revisit aspects of your life to bring you to deeper understanding. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusions. An inward revolution will open you to the wisdom of your soul. It is a path we must all take to truly know and love ourselves. From this place, we move outward, back into the world, empowered with our soul's wisdom. You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in your spiral. So this is about situations coming back around. This is about how sometimes we feel that we've healed a situation, we've healed some aspect of ourselves, but then it comes back around so we can get a deeper level of healing, or so that we can see how deeply we have healed by how we handle that situation differently. This is, for some of you, just people and situations coming back around to be cleared out once and for all, or so a deeper connection and a deeper level of understanding can be developed. This is about old habits that you've been shedding and sort of having those being brought back up again so that you can see them and you can release them, or understand that you have released them, or understand by dipping back into them that they no longer work for you any longer. And that's when you fully release them for good. If there's any doubt about that, they'll come back so that you can know, so that you can understand, so that you can clear that out and move past that cycle. And just really, all of those little stumbling blocks are actually preparing you. I quote this all the time. It says, everything that you were experiencing is preparing you for what you asked for. So just know that it's all practice, it's all learning, and there is never actually anything that appears to be a block is actually a gift, because in order to overcome that block, we have to tap into a reserve of strength within that we didn't know existed, and we have to refine abilities and skills that we're going to need moving forward. So just knowing all of that stuff and just really going into that inward place, contemplating, doing the automatic writing, meditating, connecting with these beings of light, connecting with the earth, and just really taking that time to heal yourself and to get that really complete and balanced energy within yourself. All of these different things combine to achieve this enlightenment. And we have grounding. Stay grounded, stay connected. Once again, grounding and rooting into the earth, rooting all of this light into the earth. There is only light, and you're starting to see that, and you're bringing that light in. And just really, where are you putting your focus? Put your focus on what matters. Put your focus on what's important. Put your focus on your joy, right? All right. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Actually, I'm going to pull just a couple more guidance cards for you guys from now the Work Your Light deck. Just a couple of closing guidance cards. Sagittarius, Twinflame, June 2020. Sagittarius, June Flame. We got Get Grounded. There we go again, right? Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So that's a big message coming through for you guys. The connecting with Gaia bit. Just really, really doing that. Really doing that. Some of you are just coming to understand and realize that you're empaths. Some of you are becoming more sensitive and more empathic as you're ascending. Like maybe this is part of that spiral. It's like you thought that you had learned how to handle and master your empathic qualities and shield yourselves and to set boundaries and to do all of that. And now you're coming in for a deeper level of healing around that. You're becoming more sensitive. You're becoming more awakened. And as a result, you're having to learn how to shield yourself again. You're having to learn how to ground your energy again. And just really going through a deeper level of understanding of what it means to be an empath and also how to use that constructively. Empaths are able to connect like no one else can. They're able to connect with nature. They're able to connect with animals. They're able to connect with other people. And so really some of you finding your strengths too, where once you may have thought being an empath was a weakness, you're understanding once you understand how to utilize and set boundaries, energetic boundaries in your personal life, that can be a really great strength. And some of you are tapping into your strength around that. And then leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Enough said, I think. Take that leap. For somebody out there, I feel specifically, you've been wondering if there's something that you've been feeling called to do, but you haven't felt like it was the right time to do it yet. The universe is saying, take that leap. It's the time. Yeah. And then Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. That's what you're here to do. We take all that light energy, we channel it down, we ground it into the earth, right? That was that grounding card that we saw, right? We, through that automatic writing, through these other ways, we channel these light beings and the messages that they have, right? We're constant channels, especially empaths. Empaths are incredible channels, and it's like we all have a purpose. And for some people who are, I mean, this is Sagittarius reading, so a lot of you guys, you're a fire sign. You're not super, super shy. Generally speaking, depends on what else you have in your chart, though, right? And so, this is just, if you have been feeling uncharacteristically shy, you've been working through a lot of stuff, you kind of lost your footing with that, like, this is like a call for you to step out of your comfort zone and for you to really understand your power, and that there is power in the message that you have to share, and that you are, whatever it is that you're doing, this may be for somebody out there too. You feel as though maybe you're not being effective in what it is that you're doing. You're really wanting to be of service and you're really wanting to help, and you've been feeling as though you're not, or that whatever you've been doing hasn't been good enough. It absolutely has. You absolutely are. And just continue to be the beautiful soul that you are. Share of yourself, however it is that you're sharing with yourself. As long as you're recharging and you're reconnecting and you're utilizing that earth energy, you're utilizing the help of your guides and the tools that you've learned in order to like keep your own cup full and keep yourself centered and grounded. Like, keep doing what you're doing, because it absolutely is helping. It absolutely is helping. You are so important. You are so special. And you are so blessed. Spirit is going to continue to bless you as you continue to do what it is that your soul's called to do. Yeah. So those were the additional messages there for a Sagittarius twin flame, June 2020. If you like this video, give it a like, comments, and shares. If we get enough of them, you guys will get a bonus video this month. If you feel called to donate, our information's in the box below. Like I said, Kayla and I both do energy healings. Please, please, please reach out for that if that's something that you're interested in. Reach out for a personal reading if that's something that you feel interested in. Just scroll down to whoever you resonate with. Our information is there for you. We love you so very, very much. Enjoy this beautiful month of June and just keep growing, keep learning, keep blossoming, keep being your beautiful, amazing, fiery selves.